All right, another section in section 2, another part of section 2 is the guided observation for service learning. So these are some, actually 3 items you're going to be fulfilling while you're doing your service learning. If you've already finished, that's okay. You can reflect back on these or maybe contact the teacher. Guided observation for service learning. Everybody must do this one, and I've given you the paperwork. Record the number of males, females, and ratio of ethnicity within the classroom. Make sure that you're writing these in complete sentences as you're answering them. You might even put make sure that your answers, if mine are bold, yours is not, or vice versa. Number 2, what are the developmental levels of the students within the classroom you're observing? I'm going to go ahead and change that. Developmental levels in the classroom. How many does she have that are low achieving, high achieving, those kind of things. How's the instruction modified to meet the diverse needs of the students? Ask the teacher, how does she modify it to meet everybody in the classroom? Then you're going to research the school and the Tennessee State Government website to obtain information about the school community, school report card, and school population. Is the school community of Title I? Is it low poverty? Is it a lot of rental? Tell me what you find out about the community. The school report card is not the one that comes home every 6 or 9 weeks, whatever the case is. This is where you go on to the Tennessee State Government website, and each school has a grade card. What did they score in each of the areas on the TCAPs last year? And then the school population, how many is there? Can you tell me how many boys versus girls? Are they Title I kids? Are there a lot on free and reduced lunch? What do you know about the population? All right, and the 5th question is, what are the specialized programs, activities found within the school that would assist special needs children, those who need enrichment activities or remediation? List the specific programs that are available, and all of these are complete sentences written for the answers, no just listing things. So as you're telling me the programs, make sure you're putting it in sentence form. There is a handout below for the assignment, so just know we're going to look at that in just a second. All right.
And you might just want to inject here that if it's already past the fact, you may have to guess on some of those answers or try to do a Google search to see if you can find them. Do not leave any of those answers blank. ETSU is not going to go back and check to make sure all the information you gave is accurate. So that'll put your mind at ease.
Another guided observation is the physical arrangement, and everyone must do this one. So what you're going to do is actually, there's a worksheet for this one as well. This is the center part of it. The first part of it is you draw me what the classroom looks like. This is not done with a pencil or a crayon. This is done with a program, use PowerPoint or whatever to design, make a sketch or make a page of what her class or your teacher's class looks like. If you have to use symbols for the desk or whatever, I just want to know how the classroom looks. And then after that, this part of it is the second part. You're going to tell me about the technology. Describe the technology that the teacher has in the room. Is there a smart board? Are there computers? What's in there? Are there iPads available inside the classroom? What's the traffic flow? Can the students get from point A to point B without a lot of hassle? And you've got some questions to stir in that part. The instructional, another misspelled word I see. Go ahead and fix that on your sheet if it's not fixed. How are bulletin boards and wall space utilized? Does the utilization support instruction routines and information? Are the things on the wall things that the students would need, or is it just pretties that doesn't really mean anything? Another mistake there, classroom management. What do you observe as the expectations regarding behaviors at the start and end of each day, as well as behavior during interruptions? What do you see as far as the teacher managing the classroom? Is there a lot of positives, a lot of negatives? Does she give treats? What is going on as far as her management skills? And then the motivational elements. What's the reward system if they do well academically or behavior? What does she do? There's also a handout for this one as well. Now, we'll be looking at that. Now, you're going to pick one more guided observation from the list below. You decide which one you want to do, okay? So, here it is. There's a paperwork one. There's a general procedures. There's a guided observation 5, placement and grouping, time for learning, gender issues, wait time and physical proximity, And then you're to complete 3 of the observations. 1 and 2 are mandatory. You pick the third one. Now, as we look, we have to do a context statement. The guided observation number 1, everybody's doing it. Then you're going to put the complete sentence in. This is guided observation number 1 of this class where I did my service learning period. You're going to come on down. Here is the paperwork for it. You notice I've already filled in your class name. All you do is the name, the date, and the school. And then mine answers are in bold, so you're just going to click here. You're going to come down one. You're going to make sure that it's not in bold, and you're going to write your answers there. Keep your format very neat and in complete sentence form. All right, then we have the context statements. Got observation number 2, and the date, a sentence that says, this is my guided observation number 2 that I completed while doing service learning with Miss So-and-so at such and such school, period. Then this is the one for that, name, date, school. I've already filled in your class. Here's the instructions. You're going to draw me a classroom map, okay? And then you're going to tell me about all of those things we just talked about in sentence format, no bolding, no listing items. You're going to write out sentences here. And then the third part of that is you're going to draw your perfect classroom. If you could design your own classroom, what would it look like? Keep in mind that research says a U shape for the desk are the best, because you see everybody, everybody sees you. You might want to do some research on this before you actually put it into a drawing format, because this really will be dictated partly by your philosophy. So there's 3 sections there. You're going to draw the classroom you're in using the PowerPoint or something that you, and I'm sure you know of another website, to be able to draw. No pencil drawing, no crayon drawing. It has to be on a typed computer type situation. Same thing down here. What's your perfect classroom? All right, then here's the last of the context statements. Make sure that context statement's all the way up. And then guided observation, you'll fill in this number, you fill that in, so all this should be gone. It should just be the observation number. This should be 2014. A sentence that says, this has got observation number, whatever you decide for that I did while doing service learning in such and such classroom at so-and-so school, period. All right, so on this one, you're going to have to, I've tried to lay out the design. You're going to put your number here and the title here, and all of this goes away. That's in yellow. All right, you put your name, date, Education 2300 is already there, your school. Now, I'm telling you, go copy and paste the questions from a guideline and then answer each question appropriately with complete sentences, always. So if you copy and paste the questions here, make sure if they're bolded, your answers are not. If mine is bolded, yours is not. That way it makes a distinct difference between the two. Okay? Those are the guided observations. All right, that gets this section done.